Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna be trying a few exercises from leetcode. So let's see. So we'll go to problems, and just as a simple example, I'm gonna just pick something easy. I don't know, this is the first thing that I see. So let's try it out and see what it is. Okay, given an array integer, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to specific target. You may assume that each input will have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. Okay, so given number 2, 7, and the target is 9, the 0 and 1 add up to 9, so okay, so we have to return a vector. So let's see, this shouldn't be too hard to do. Solution. Let's see, how do we approach this? Can we iterate over all of the numbers and we find pairs, or no, what we can do is let's see, we need to include our hash map. Pretty much all standard solutions use a hash map usually, but except when they're not. But let's do it. An ordered map, and the idea is that we're gonna map, we could map to a bool. Yeah, or I'm just gonna, the idea is to hash everything, and then we're gonna search for a number target minus each of the items in the vector in the map, and then if that adds up, we're gonna find the indexes. So what we could put is we could put the index. Yes, let's choose the index into the vector, so we can search for it easily. Let's see, map. So for auto item in numbers, we do map of I equals, oh, do you need to use boost? If I could just do enumerate, that would be, let's see, do I have boost here? Probably not. Let's just iterate the old style. For menor some size. I know this is like not modern C++, but I just don't want to write too much code. And we'll use nums of I. That should be it. And then what we do is that we iterate again through all of this. And we need to find, what we need to do is, so we search for we're gonna search for this J. I may not actually do this, but just for explaining, auto J, and we need to find map, find something with the key target. Okay, auto candidate, don't know, just put the ints. I know I'm being too lazy just writing auto where I know they're ints. candidates equal target minus j. So we find candidate I know I'm too lazy to write the iterator, so that's fine. Candidate. So what's the idea? So the index is j. So the index for j is I, obviously, that's given. And if we find the candidate, the iterator is going to give us a pair with the first being the value, the candidate, and the second is going to be the index. So the only thing we need to check is if so first of all, if it is different than map end, then it means we find it. So what's the idea? Let me think. If we find it, we first, so ideally we'll return, or we're not going to do this, but just to write down, we'll return I and it second, but we need to check that the numbers you might not use the same element twice. So what's the I can't click this. It's fine. What's the idea? And you might not use the same element twice. So if, let's say we have 7 7 3 3 11 15 and the target is 6, obviously so this can return like the same index, but that's pretty much a given. But in the map we're going to we might, like, if we just search for this and it just happens to that one element is twice, when we calculate we're going to search for this. But what's the problem with this? The problem with this is that we have repeated numbers. We will overwrite but if it has one solution, then there cannot be repeated numbers, or repeated numbers that one of them along with another works. Like, for example, if we have this, and if we have like 6 6 and then the target is 13, there's two solutions, because we can have this element and this element, or this element and this element. So they're not going to be repeated. So I'm just going to try to see what happens if I just if I just, like, let's say if I just return this, is that possible? And I return an empty vector. So if we find, it's the first thing we find, let's just run it. And if we see it fail, unexpected, that's because this is not return of the function, this is a class. And this is the return of the function. Now let's run it. Console, in member function, we missing a semicolon. Obviously that needs to compile. Finished. Expected. Okay, let's just submit. Wrong answer. All right, 3, 2, 4, and it needs to add up to 6. Oh, yeah, I gave you 1, 2 because 2 plus 4, but 0 and 0 is, no, I'm returning 0 and 0 because I just find this. Okay, then I guess okay, I guess I need the if. This is not very ugly, but if I is IT second, continue. And so this already runs test case, so let's run this. One, two. Okay, so let's submit like this. All right, success. Faster than 90 of C submission for Tucson. Okay, that's good. Memory usage 10 meg, less than 32%. Okay, there might be a faster way perhaps. All right, so let's go back to problems. Okay, I can continue doing all of this stuff. But yeah, I think that should be it for now. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments if this is something interesting, if you find it useful, or if you are a member of leetcode, and what do you think of the platform and that sort of stuff. I'll try to continue doing more of these videos, but for now, thank you, and see you next time.